What's up, y'all? Share this out there. Let's go. Elimination game. Let's see, I need to share this thing out there. You gonna be starting here on SEC Network or not? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? Sharing this out. John Malonsaw, Garrett Broussard, edge of the boot. How does this baseball postseason work? I thought we were done. No, double elimination, man. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. See where they're going to start. I thought they were going to say, oh, because the Florida game postponed. Florida eliminates who might have a new coach this week. Fire It Downfield podcast. What's up, man? Appreciate y'all watching. Why have you never invited me to be on the Fire It Downfield podcast? Michael McNett, what up? Are they going to be starting on another channel? It's 3 o'clock. Or do we got to go to the stream? Andrew Bristol's going to Florida, quit on Sully. I mean, I wasn't really watching this game. I just saw the oh, here we go, nice. I mean, I saw the score. Getting this shared out, man. Y'all do us a solid and help share this thing out if you would. Getting this shared out, y'all. We'll okay. All right, y'all. I'm share it out there. I'm a little different view here because it's our Saturday tradition. I have to pull up Drew's medicine. So I'm gonna do this while we talk and watch the beginning of this game anyway. Florida quit on Sully. I don't know. I mean, look, you lose. You got your ace going in game 1, and you lose. South Alabama's. I mean, LSU played South Alabama. They're usually a good program, pretty good team. Ray Moore, who's pitching. By the way, Mikhail Hilliard pitching, as I said he would, all week. And some of y'all were like, blur, 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 you're wrong, blur, blur, blur. I wanted to find the people that were like, blur, 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 you're wrong, and laugh in their face right now. What else we got there? Tim Edwards. Here we go again, gluttons for punishment. So I don't know anything about Central Connecticut State, y'all. I mean, this is a game where you're going to face their number 2. So, and Hilliard has really been your most consistent guy over the last month. So, and I like a chance to win this game if LSU shows up. I mean, we talked about before though. Like, I don't think they can win this regional coming out of the losers bracket. So, you'd love to play as deep as they can, but it certainly feels like delaying the inevitable. Mitchell B, what's up? Yeah. Michael Kleber. Trey, I read Cruz leading off Morgan, moved to the 3-hole. Yeah, so here's the lineup for today. Why not? If it's Maneri's last game of his career, might as well tinker. That's what he do. Here you go. It's Cruz, Doty, Morgan, Dugas, Arnold, Bianco, and then DiGiacomo, Thompson, Milazzo. It don't make a lot of sense to me, man. But then again, the next game I coach should be my first. I like having guys comfortable in their spot, knowing where they're going to hit, where they're going to play. But they are throwing a lefty today. Central Connecticut State is throwing a lefty. So it makes sense. You get Bianco back in the lineup. You got Arnold in there at DH. You got a couple of righties in there. And Paul's going to favor the lefty-righty matchup. So anyway. Kirk Landreneau. You guys still want Sully. The stupid, no disrespect, Kirk, but the stupidest thing I've heard all day is people saying, "You still really want that guy?" Like, are you kidding me? Because of can you imagine if someone was trying to hire Skip Bertman in 1997 and they lose to Alabama 28-2, and people go, "You still really want that guy?" I guess you're probably joking, Kirk, but do I want Sully? Yeah, I do. I will tell y'all, man, I think I gave you my list last night where I thought it would be. I gave you a list of 6 names, and some of them weren't realistic, which is sort of a hedge. Like Dan McDonald from Louisville was never taking a job. It was never real, but I just threw it out there just to have his name out there. I think you're going to have Kevin O'Sullivan or Mike Bianco as your next head coach. I think it's going to be one of the next 2, or one of those 2 will be next. I think both will accept the job if it's offered. It's just a matter of who wins. As I understand it, there isn't a consensus among the decision makers at LSU. You got a lot of the old guard that are pushing for Bianco, and a lot of other people want to make the splash with Kevin O'Sullivan. I do believe either would accept the job. Murder Giraffe. I'm not comparing Kevin O'Sullivan to Skip Bertman. The point is, you don't judge a championship caliber coach by one game, especially in baseball. Like, baseball's a funny sport and stuff happens. It's just a dumb thing to do. But we don't want that guy because he lost a regional game to South Alabama. Okay. It happens. Sometimes you go get your ass kicked. You don't show up ready to play. Let's see. Any idea why Beloso isn't in the lineup? The DH, not sure if we touched on it. I mean, they're going with their starter is a lefty, so Maneri's getting right-handers in the lineup. This one's got Arnold in there, but even still, look, I mean, Beloso wasn't in the lineup yesterday as a DH. Whenever Maneri was trying to get lefties, he let Sanford DH. Look how that worked out. I mean, I still think LSU should get this game. I mean, I don't know a lot about this team, but come on, it's Central Connecticut State. I shouldn't be disrespectful, but I'm going to be. I mean, you should win this game. So go win this game. Hopefully Hilliard can spin you, get you through. Get you through 7. Get you a lead. Preserve some of the bullpen because you got a ways to go. Even if you come back and win tomorrow. All right, what? Wait. Bro, Hilliard, that's the key to McHale, right? I mean, he's throwing the breaking pitch for a strike. If he throws a breaking pitch for a strike, his fastball looks a lot faster. We got Timothy Pierce. What's up? Rivers Huey. Have y'all ever heard of that company, Hudco? Need a roof? Anybody need a roof? Admiral Mikhail. Are we all synced up, everybody? I mean, I'm on SEC Network, so he just punched out the first batter. Get a little punchy. All breaking pitches, bro. Better respect it. Dude wasn't expecting a breaking pitch over the plate. He thought he was getting a junk ball. Noser. Here it comes right up your donkey. Michael McNett. Oh, got hammered after last night's game. Matthias 5K, Paul going out in Paul style. Well, again, I think they'll win this game. And I really think even if they win this game, they're gonna have a great chance to win tomorrow. Remember, I think they'll play Gonzaga tomorrow. Gonzaga and Oregon play tonight. Remember, Oregon's ace is their number 2 guy. It's kind of like Vanderbilt, where Leiter is their Saturday guy. He's kind of their ace. Same with Oregon. So, and then Gonzaga. Gonzaga's number 2, Gabe Hughes, is out. So huge advantage tonight for Oregon. Damn it. Well. We're gonna walk. We're just trying to find a license. Okay. Connor O'Neill, Jude Sonier, realistic top 3. Jude, I think you're down to 2. I think it's Kevin O'Sullivan or Mike Bianco. I mean, I think one of those 2 is going to be the next head coach. I think, from what I understand, both would accept if offered. Just a matter of what direction they elect LSU elects to go. And it's complicated. There's a lot of complicating factors. Elias, Section, Sully's still one of the best coaches, no doubt. I mean, consistent success. He's won a national title. It's been Omaha. I mean, I'll put it to you this way with Bianco. Bianco has had a long run at Ole Miss, 21 years. In 21 years, he's had 1 trip to Omaha. Really, right or wrong, his legacy there is won a lot of games, disappointment in the postseason. That's what it is. I think you're going to have, if that's the direction they go, I think you're going to have, first of all, Ole Miss people happy to move on. And you're going to have a lot of LSU fans who are not going to be super pumped about it. I think that's going to be a tough sell to fans. I think what you'll have, if it's Bianco, I think you'll have the old guard, the Skip era folks come out of the woodwork supporting it. It's not to say Bianco wouldn't do great here if he's the guy. Maybe resources here is what he would need to win a championship that he didn't have at Ole Miss. Hi, Drew. Come on, Kale. That's the problem with Hilliard right there, man. If he's not locating his breaking pitch and he gets behind 3-1 and you got to throw him an 86-mile-an-hour fastball over the plate, that kid just missed it. It's probably why he plays at Central Connecticut State. Green team, come get him, bro. Be a ground ball. Oh, almost had it. Matthias, people seem to melt over the thought of getting Bianco. It's not, I'm telling you, it's not going to be, if it is Bianco, it's not going to be like unanimously well received. Cortland, Bianco would not be an upgrade. So, I mean, in time, I'll be able to tell y'all more about a lot of the goings on and some of the stumbling blocks potentially with O'Sullivan, but you know, the time isn't now. But suffice to say, you've got a pretty divided decision here. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Only 35 likes so far. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button, man. If you're watching, I'd really appreciate that. It's kind of how YouTube's algorithm knows to tell other people we're here. So, you know, if you could hit the like button, that's just a gigantic help. So thank you, if you would. And if you're on mobile and you see the live chat, just X out of the live chat, hit the thumbs up, and then hit the live chat button. It'll come right back. So back-to-back walks here from Kale. Connor O'Neill, if Bianco is hired, I may off myself. I wouldn't go that far, bro. But that's kind of the point, though. I mean, I think a lot of fans aren't going to respond well to that if it is Bianco. All right. That's 2 outs, Drew. Bianco was running it in like it was the 3rd out. Tim Edwards, hopefully the new coach's name soon transfer market will be important for 2022. So, I mean, you'll really get your answer, right? I mean, not like Tim, I mean.
Hey, I got to get to that oven.
Okay. The oven's not in it.
Are you sure?
I'm 100%. I'll even turn it a little more.
Huh?
I'll even turn it this way a little more.
Yeah, we do that.
You're 100% not in it.
Okay.
You're not in it there.
I just made it with oven.
My boy. Come on,
What about?
Okay.
Because the other place, no kids.
Oh,
But I
geez.
called them.
Yeah.
Because I got them, but my dad said,
We got more laces.
kids, and she's like,
We have more laces.
yes, there's 2 bottles of it. You have to just open it.
Yeah.
After you finish that, I'm gonna do cold meds right there, so just.
Okay. Tim Edwards about the new coach name. Yeah, so like you'll know really quickly, right? Because my assumption here is that Ole Miss is going to advance past this weekend. So, and Florida's about to get eliminated. I think LSU gets eliminated too. So, what I was told plenty early in this is that the ideal situation for LSU would be that, you know, that boy McHale would be that they're able to name the coach. That they're able to name the coach, you know, 2 days after the season ends. So, like, if the season ends today or tomorrow for LSU, the ideal situation is that you'd be able to name a coach by Tuesday, right? If it's O'Sullivan, you'll be able to do that. If it's not, then you got to wait on Bianco. The tricky part with that is normally if you wait to name a coach, like if you're waiting on the coach for a season to finish, the pool gets more shallow, right? Like like other coaches get hired for other jobs while you're waiting and there just aren't as many candidates. But I guess in this specific case, if you're down to these 2 guys, I don't know that Bianco is going anywhere else other than LSU potentially. So if you have to wait on him, I mean, you know, you already have him in the bag, but that would really tip your hand what they're doing. If this week comes and, you know, a couple days past this week come and go and they haven't named a coach, but yeah, I'm comfortable saying that barring something very unforeseen at this point, it's gonna be one of those 2 guys. It's gonna be interesting to see who wins and whose opinion wins out of the forces struggling.
Drew goes, who wins?
Awesomeness Maximus, people have a problem with Sully, but okay with Bianco when he's made Omaha once. That's the problem, though, isn't it? Like with Bianco. I mean, I know he played at LSU, played for Skip, coached under Skip as well, but 21 years at Ole Miss, he's got one Omaha appearance. I mean, the argument could be that, would he be able to do more at a place like LSU with more resources? Maybe, but then, you look at other guys that have had more success at their spot and been able to get over that hump. But Bianco hasn't. Murder Giraffe. Sully is so different to Paul. I don't think it works here. I could be wrong. See, I disagree, Murder Giraffe. I think typically, just look at this. Typically, whenever coaching hires are made, I've followed enough of these to know. Typically, when a coaching hire is made, you typically go the opposite of what you just had. Like if you had an offensive-minded guy, you go defensive-minded. If you had an energetic guy, you go more players coach. Like look at basketball, for example. You had Johnny Jones, who is very like soft-spoken, mild-mannered, to Will Wade, who is not, right? You went Les Miles, who was offensive-minded, kind of quirky, to Ed Ogeron, who was defensive-minded, recruiting. It's just typically how coaching hires go when you move on from somebody. So I think, listen, if y'all watched this game last night, I know a lot of y'all did. It certainly didn't look like many people on that team or in that dugout gave a crap last night. It would be quite refreshing to have someone who actually was pretty energetic and wanted the fire. Get out. Get out. Yes, sir. Came with that weak off-speed mess, and Dylan Cruz took it off his shoe tops over the wall and left. Howdy! I didn't send out any invites. Who do you want me to send an invite to come hang out with us? Let's see. Bianco would be a hard sell to the fan base to get him just because he played for Bertman and LSU. Matt could sell a Hudco roof to a homeless man. I'd try. Terry Ducote. Please tell me how a player like Safford is even at LSU. Terry Safford's a really good player. He committed as a freshman. What's unfair to the kid is you take him off the bench cold when he hadn't played all year, and you throw him in a regional game on the road. What happened?
Goofy's hat.
Were they showing a replay? Did Doty get a knock?
Okay, thank you. So he has been so polite. You have been so polite.
Atta boy, take a little knock. All right. That's going early. Star Hill stunners Bianco at all costs. I don't get it, man. I don't understand the appeal. You're talking about a guy that's been in the SEC for 21 years, and his resume, like his reputation, is postseason disappointments. At LSU, it's the one thing you're judged on here is the postseason. Mike hasn't had success in the postseason. This is the third time we've been to Matt's in the last 24 hours. Feel like we're all moving in the guest room. Manny Troncoso, what's up? Pitching, not so much the problem. 17 innings and 0 runs, no doubt. Cortland, old guard, doesn't want to win titles. Well, I'll tell you this, man. One thing that I think Paul could have done better during his time in Baton Rouge, and certainly lately, is bridge the gap with the Bertman era players. A lot of those guys feel like they haven't been welcomed. And I think, get down. Attaboy, come on, Kate, come on. You scored that ball. All right, 2-0, we'll take it. We like it. I think I think that's the I think that's why you're going to have a lot of sort of old guard LSU baseball players and stuff like who will stump for Bianco. And I think if he gets the job, I think that would actually help the transition to have a lot of the old guys come forward and endorse it. But I think that's a big reason. That's a big reason why. That they feel like they've been left out, and if Bianco's in there, it would open the door for them to kind of be back in the program. I mean, I think there's definitely legitimacy to that. Is there Brian Arsenault? Is there a chance to get Tony Vitello? No, Brian. I mean, I'm telling you without telling you. Mike Bianco, Kevin O'Sullivan. Like, I'm telling you without telling you. Like, it's down to two. It's going to be one of those guys. I think both would accept the job if offered. I think there are a few hurdles they got to clear with O'Sullivan, which makes it tricky. I think certainly Scott Woodward would like to live up to his reputation and make a splash higher. There are some circumstances that might be hard to overcome. They're not going to go with a mid-major or an assistant that'll never ever work. I'm not saying it couldn't work here, just it'll never be accepted, an acceptable hire here. So, you know, you look at Bianco, bring him home potentially as a safe hire. But that's never really been Woodward's MO. So I think that's some of the conflict you have right now with that decision. Randall Alfrecht, why would Woodward consider Bianco? We're going to get a lot of that. I mean, because he's Morgan. Why all the time with this team and the base running errors? Unbelievable. Except it's not unbelievable. It's entirely believable because it happens every damn game. Star Hill Stunners a few weeks ago, I thought LSU didn't have a chance with Bianco. It wasn't that they never had a chance with Bianco. It's that he wasn't really on their list. But again, in time, you'll find out. Just circumstances happen, and like they've had to overcome a lot with some of the guys who were at the top of their list who want the job. But you know, the culture at LSU right now, with all the title line stuff, has complicated a lot of things. To do aspects, unbelievable. Here from Homer, single, stolen base, RBI single, man on first, 2 runs in, nobody out, to picked off strikeout. Brutal. Come on, Arnold. Well, the good news is, dude ain't fooling nobody. We'll score 100 on him if they win. Done. All right, Mom, I think we're done over here.
All right, thank you.
Yep. I can see Sully winning at least 2 in 10 years, Bianco 0. That's kind of a problem. Like, Bianco's won a lot of games. He has not had postseason success. That's kind of how his legacy right now is defined. Who does Paul go to next? I don't know what you're talking about. Pitching? I mean, McHale's pretty good in the first inning. A couple of walks. Arnold's about to strike out too. Kenneth Martin, if it's Bianca, I'm giving up my season tickets. Hey man, I've tried to tell a lot of people, man, that people over there, that the fan reaction it's not going to be well received if Mike Bianco's hired. And by the way, I'll tell you, I'll tell you this too. Because there's a lot of Ole Miss people, you know, who have been asking me about this, the possibility, and like, what I'll tell you, all you need to know is like Ole Miss would actually really welcome the opportunity for Bianco to leave on his own. What does that say? If a school is saying, yes, please take our coach, generally that's not a good look for said coach. Let's see. Who we got? Bianco. Popped him up. Where are we? Kenneth Martin, Andrew Brister, Kirk Land. Hey, Erica, Kirk Landner said you need some shrubbery above the cabinets. He's talking about the fur downs. It's called fur downs, by the way, Kirk. What do you think about fur downs, Erica? It's old. That's outdated, bro. Clean it up, Kirk Landner. That's outdated. What do you know? All the way. Ideal protein. Static medicine. Works. Tastes like Doritos. Not bad. Bianco, Michael Terry Bianco equals smoke. No, it ain't, bro. Like, if you think that's a smoke screen, I'm telling you, F you, Michael Terry. I think he just farted. I'm telling you, bro, that ain't a smoke screen. Like, take it from someone who probably knows more about this coaching search than anybody over the last 8 weeks. He was not a candidate early. He is now. Very much so. I don't think Sully fits here. That's just dumb. Murder giraffe. Oh, look, Bianca struck out. Randall not doing the Bianca thing. He's won nothing over 2 decades. Hey, man. Look, it's all talking about Sully, like, and not fitting. I mean, if you win, it'll work. I mean, Nick Saban wasn't from here. Skip Hartman wasn't from here. Win. Shelly Groves, what up? Mike Adams, who makes Hutko's hats and shirts? Our guy Kerry Guglielmo. There goes the landline ringing, Erica. Why every time I'm doing a campaign show, our landline rings? Oh, her mama calling on a landline, bro. Oops. Who do you think bring passion and care back to the program as a head coach? Saw Kevin O'Sullivan getting lively today, no doubt. Cliff Godwin, let's try. Cliff Godwin's out, Brett. He was very much a candidate early, and he would have accepted the job had it been offered, but he's got some off the field stuff that they didn't want to mess with. Brian Arsenault, it's not going to be Tony Vitello. Like, I'm telling you without telling you, Kevin O'Sullivan, Mike Bianco. That's where it is. And there's a tug of war, and somebody's going to win. Daryl Severe, Matt, getting in here. What chore are you doing? You work for a lab on the side or something? No, man. Those are Drew's medicines. So Drew gets a lot of medicine every day. And so, like, we pull up the medicine and have it all, like, organized and labeled. And we pull it up, like, for the week so we can bag it up and then just take it in certain time. And so it's all bagged in time so we know what he gets when, and then you just grab and go. And so he gets all of his medicine via his feeding tube. It's funny. I always tell people that if they were here, like, when we're on meds, people think we had some, like, shady-ish going on around here. I would definitely want Corbin over Bianca, not even close. Alex Day, what's up? It's not like, I mean, y'all can keep throwing out names. I mean, feel free. Feel free to keep throwing out names. I'm serious. Like, throw out whatever name you want. And I'm just like, they've narrowed it to 2. Damn it. Terrio. Joe Pa. Oh, okay. You want me to invite him? Yeah. I'm sorry. We throw some invites here. See if anybody wants to jump in with us. Who is that?
Sure.
What's the word?
I was just wondering where we were going. At 6, we're gonna leave here a little before 6:30, is that okay?
Yep.
That way we can run a feed from like 4:45 to 5:45. If they win today, what time do they play tomorrow?
See. Three o'clock.
Okay.
And then if they win, they would turn around and play again at 7.
They
Yeah.
have to win twice tomorrow?
Yeah. They have to win this. They'd have to win the first game tomorrow and then have to beat the winner's bracket team twice. Once on Sunday night and once on Monday.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's why you can't come out of loser's bracket. So, well, you can. I mean, Houston did it against LSU in 2014. You remember when we moved to Houston for Drew
Yeah,
and it was regional weekend?
that was zero.
Yeah.
I was not focused on that at all.
You remember like your dad and I went and got pizza and then we came back and
I
watched
got
pizza?
pizza that night, but I have no idea what the race was.
No,
Did we win or lose?
no, we lost. They came back and beat us
Did
twice.
you get mad?
Huh?
Did you get mad? I
Um,
don't think you got
probably.
mad. I don't think so.
There's a lot on my mind then.
I know.
Probably more disappointed than anything.
Okay.
All right. All right. Rye guy. Everybody wants to see Terry. All right, I sent.
Looks
Give me
like
Mike there.
the hitting
Call
fairy
Todd Peterson.
came,
The hitting fairy came.
looks like it. Y'all just gotta request those things. If you don't request it, it doesn't happen.
Let's see. Matt, do you think Bianca can win in Omaha? No, I don't. Now, I mean, he's gotten there once in 21 years. Now it's worth mentioning that there are guys who coached a long time and didn't win it until late in their career. Wayne Graham at Rice, he was there forever. They finally won it in 03, you know. And some guys like Mike Martin coached forever and win a bajillion games and never win it. It's hard. Oh, look. It's hard to go to Omaha and to win. Huh. What are you doing?
Again, I can't hear you because I'm at Hogs for the Cause. But we got a good tent going here. And we got the Tigers.
Hey, Hoot. Hoot.
Yes, sir.
O'Sullivan or Bianco?
It's got to be O'Sullivan. But I'm kind of leaning towards the fact I don't care if they got their brains beat in today. Like, that doesn't really matter to me. I'm kind of leaning on the Godwin train because I want someone that needs to get to the top of the mountain. He needs, but like,
Hey. You need to call me. You need to call me.
I don't know. I just
No. Listen to me. Listen to me.
I want someone that wants it really bad, and I just don't know if O'Sullivan wants it really bad.
O'Sullivan or Bianco? You need to listen to me.
No, I'm listening. It's for
I don't
that
think you
for me
are.
on that. It's O'Sullivan.
Okay. That's it.
O'Sullivan.
Because that's it. Because that's it.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
And by the way, we're losing to Central Connecticut State now. We're losing to Central Connecticut State now.
What did they do? Oh, well, you were a little ahead of me there. It's going to be another, 11-9 games.
That's brutal. All right. Hoon, if Mike Bianco is hired, what will your reaction be?
I think he'll work hard because he's got to get to the top of the mountain. I won't hate it. I won't hate that. I see a different direction, but I won't hate that. What about you?
I want Kevin O'Sullivan.
I don't hate that either.
The reason.
All right. Well, you're way ahead of me, and I'm going to keep drinking this beer and watching this game. But have a great day.
See you, Hoot. Cheers. Glad they took my advice, put Dugas in the 4-hole. Yeah, and he struck out. Solid choice. Lee Leday, what did you hear between last night and now that got it down from 6-2? Lee, I just told you it was going to be any one of those I mentioned. And oh boy, Thompson. Oh, even better by Morgan. I'm a stud defensively. What about Blake Dean? There's like, I don't know, Murder Giraffe, you're just trolling me with that, but whatever. Gulf South, with you and Kendall Rogers said Corbin was a possibility. Has he turned it down now? I think what you got to keep in mind is when someone like Kendall puts out a list, he's putting out a list of people who have picked up the phone, right? Who are willing to have the conversation, because that's where it has to start. Like, if someone's not interested in having the conversation, then it's a total non-starter. Like, that was Tony Vitello. It was a total non-starter. Tim Corbin picked up the phone, and I think there were a tremendous amount of things that would have to happen for Tim Corbin to move out of Vanderbilt. But it's not an impossibility. That doesn't mean it was likely. It just wasn't impossible, if that makes sense. It kind of gives you an idea of what calls they're making and how high they're shooting. Come on, Mikhail. Oh, Jesus Christ. He hit the shit out of that. Oh my God. Wow. This is brutal. Palmineri's career is going to end at the hands of Central Connecticut State A&T Tech. Unbelievable. LSU needs a base running fairy. Yeah, you're right, they do. Michael Sutherland, Stone, what are you doing? Oh, you were talking about earlier, I was pulling up medicine for Drew.
Do you want?
Chris Close, do you think anyone on the staff stays? No. Eddie Smith's already taken the job in Utah Valley. Nolan, so I was interviewing at Kennesaw State, and AD won't be retained.
You can't handle like that. Right.
Cortland Jacob, praying for Sully. Daryl Sevier. All I know is I'm missing real LSU baseball. I'm assuming Cormid said no, wanted too much moolah. Corbin, keep in mind, is also 62 years old. I think Woodward having a convo with Corbin and Pat Casey is another name that we mentioned, because those conversations absolutely happen. Like 100% they happen. I think that's, vetting all possibilities. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's likely. It's just, remember when LSU hired Bernardo after we lost 77 of them? Hey, Lynn King, LSU hired Les Miles after Oklahoma State got curb stomped in their bowl game. I forgot who that was. I remember that was a big talking point in 05. John Bowman, living in Orlando among so many Gator fans, the ones that do give a crap about baseball are hoping perfectly fine. With Sully leaving, interesting. Kyle Gallo, whoever they bring in, coach, I pray they change the white uniforms, look like BP jerseys. I agree with you, Kyle.
Is the coach in charge of uniform selection?
No, it's kind of done in conjunction with Nike. The program has a lot of say, but Nike kind of gets to, have some creative liberties. But the white uniforms are fine. They just have to add piping. Like you have to add the white piping down the numbers and around, or down the buttons and around the neck and down the pant leg. Like if you add piping, they're fine. You're not in the shot area. It goes as far as this diffuser on this side.
Oh.
Only so many coaches, that would be a great hire. This isn't a Les Miles type hire. This is the baseball program. I don't understand the difference. I don't know what you're alluding to there. Justin LaGrange at this point, who's in first, who's in second. So that's the tricky part, Justin. It's just you have a lot of people who have a say, right? And get through it. It's just not unanimous. See, that's why crap like your base running error crushes you. I mean, you're up 2-0 before they blink. You got a man on first. He gets picked off, strike out. Before you know it, a rally's killed like that. And now you're down 5-2. So the point is, Justin, it's more like, it's not who's in first or second. It's basically what decision makers ultimately have the final say, right? If Bianco is hired, I bet he starts Drew at shortstop next year. A shrubbery. Jerry, at least it won't be a late night. That's true. Any Monty Python fans? I am. A shrubbery. The nice you say me. What do you say?
I don't know.
You're saying crap. This team just does not handle adversity well, man. You just tell, like, they had some life, they get down, and now it's right back into that same. Right back into that rut, bro. Oh, Bianco is equal to smoke. I got Terry. Sorry, I'm like really behind on comments. Why is LSU job down to 2 coaches and it's apparent Woodward is settling on one of them? Where's all the candidates if this is the best job in college baseball? Kenneth, do you think they just started this process? That's the problem. Like, do you think they just started the process? The interest they've gotten has been incredible. But trust me, I've covered a bajillion coaching searches, like at this point, more than I can even remember. But there's so many factors that come into play. Like I'll give you one, for example, with O'Sullivan. So Kevin O'Sullivan is divorced. He legally can't take his kids out of the state of Florida. So if he wants to be around his kids, his ex-wife would have to agree to move here as well.
What ex-wife is going to do that?
And she's remarried, by the way.
Oh, that ain't happening. But they could also do a different, like, then he would have to give up his. You know, like, all things with your cousin I was telling you about, like, and you can't just take them. The other party has to agree. So he would have to agree to.
Okay. Point is, like, there's complicating circumstances. Like, that's just one thing that you got to consider with someone like O'Sullivan. Like, you know, it's a legitimate thing, right? That's a hurdle you have to clear. So it's like, it takes a lot. That's why I say, like, you know, one of the things that's great about Woodward is, like, he's great at closing it, getting deals across the finish line. Just seen so many deals fall apart. Like, Jimbo in 2015. Herman in 2016. I mean, when they hired Johnny Jones back in the day, was it Johnny or was it when they hired Trent? I mean, they had Tubby Smith on the hook. Like, Tubby Smith was here, I mean, and that fell apart. It just, sometimes you can't agree on staff. Sometimes, you know, it's resources. A coach wants, you know, certain guarantees, or it just, you can have a deal in principle and have it fall apart. I mean, kind of like a home sale, right? I mean, you put an offer, have an accepted offer on a home, and then you go through inspection, and will they find that there's a roof issue? Well, who's going to pay for the roof? You can't agree on it, deal falls apart. I mean, it just happens. What is the wind velocity of an unladen swallow? It's the flight. I think it's the flight speed, isn't it? The average flight speed of an unladen swallow. Anybody else do that with chips when you're done? Like, pour them. Do you do that?
No.
Or do you get the little ones in the crevices?
Because they're just crumbs. You don't eat the crumbs.
No. So you get everything out of the bag. Trey Morgan's a freaking magician, man. How many errors has he saved this year? Oh my God. Wesley Randall. Get the Sully press conference ready. Tom Granick, Jared Termine, what's up? Juice 42. Matt, LSU needs to hire Ben McDonald as a pitcher coach, like head coach. No, Juice, listen, man, I think someone else might ask that too. Listen, I mean, you're getting Coleman ready. You know, Ben McDonald made a lot of money playing ball, and now he's doing broadcasts for the Orioles, for the SEC network. You know, son's playing for LSU Eunice. Like, he likes to hunt and fish. If you're coaching, that's a 12-month-a-year job that includes so much more than just being in the dugout for game days. And Ben's never expressed any desire to do that. It doesn't matter necessarily if you used to be a good pitcher, or even if you can show people how to. You've got to recruit. You've got to deal with boosters. Think about what you're doing on a Tuesday night when you play McNeese, and then you got to wake up Wednesday, do your media avail, pack up, get the team ready. The bus to Starkville on a Wednesday or a Thursday for a Friday. You know, it's a different lifestyle, man. Robert Cooley, new respect for your job. Lots of us are drunk by now. Well, this isn't really my job. I mean, this is just fun. This is just us hanging out. Campbell McKeo, the woman speaks. I think Campbell's in your corner there. E-Rock.
What?
Bet you, I don't know, you spoke.
I mean, if I had an ex-husband and I was gonna have to move where he was, like you just.
Well.
It makes things very complicated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'll tell you, like, there are circumstances involved in that where it might actually be beneficial for her and her new husband to move here. So, but again, like, it's just other hurdles that you have to clear.
Yeah.
Let's see, Matt, you said LSU may make a regional due to the emotion of Paul's retirement. I'm guessing his team isn't playing with that same level of emotion. They're not playing well. Matthias, I could close these deals when I'm negotiating with money that isn't mine. Yeah, Matthias, I understand your point, but I think you also have to understand is, what's up, Scott Craig? Did Cruz get another one? Oh my God, he got him again. Oh my God, Cruz got him again. Huh?
Why can't you do that when people are already on the bases?
Because he let off the inning.
Well, maybe they should have him second.
Well, you don't get to decide who comes up in this inning.
Why?
Because you have to bat in order. They have a batting order, 1 through 9, and you have to go in order.
The whole game?
Yeah.
What happens if you go out of order? Police gonna come get you? I mean.
If you go out of order, then you're out.
Who's out? The person who went out of order? What? Who's out?
You don't get to bat out of order, Eric.
Why?
That's the rule of the game.
But
There's a
say
set batting order. Now you can have.
Say they go out of order. What happens then?
He's out.
How do they know?
Because you give the batting order to the umpire, and there's
And
an official.
keeping track of that?
And there's an official score, and the other team is keeping track of it as well. Yes.
So they know who's coming up to bat every single time?
Yes.
And they know how do they know if you go out of order? I think we should, I don't know if they really know that. Even if it's a rule, they really keep track of that.
I married a woman who knows nothing about
I
sports.
know a lot about sports.
You know nothing
Matt.
about
I don't know
sports.
about these intricacies of baseball.
That's not an intricacy. That's just the rules. You have a batting order. Dylan Cruz yacked twice. It's amazing. He's awesome. Oh no. So could close money negotiating with money that is mine. Matthias, I'll tell you, man, is the booster. Look at Morgan again in Cincinnati. Top of the lineup is raking, man. The boosters around LSU baseball are opening their checkbooks to make baseball a national power. I mean, they're willing to do it. So, and Woodward is really good at knowing who to go to get checks written. Is that an African swallow or a European swallow? Daryl, if we get Jimbo, we don't get 2019. Totally. I'm with you. But do you have other championships? I mean, it's the butterfly effect, but I completely understand. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying you should trade one or either or. I'm just pointing out that, like, they had a deal done with Jimbo in 2015, terms agreed to and everything. And when Jimmy Sexton tried to milk a little more money and Oliva had to go back to King Alexander pulled the plug on the whole deal because they didn't have their ducks in a row. I mean, everyone thinks it was this decision made by the board of supervisors at halftime of the A&M game, which is bull crap. It happened the Wednesday, like the deal was dead the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. They just told the board at halftime of that game that Oliva was going to go do the press conference after the game, but the decision had already been made. Oh, look at that. It's Mr. The Riot. Oh, Drew.
Make sure he's up and running first.
Okay.
Just joking. Just joking.
What are you doing?
Is he there? Okay.
Not yet. Trying.
I was like, dude.
Drew.
Is he up? Oh.
Trying. Oh, stay fair. No. I think that was on their phone. It's not a matter of where he grips it. Blue, know it. Hello. All the Monty Python references. I'm digging them. Come on, Mr. The Riot. What's going on? It says he's connecting to audio. I don't know why it's not coming in. All the flavor in those little corner of the bag. See? Hey!
Hey! Hey!
Turn on your camera. Hey, Drew.
Hey!
He was waiting on you. Who is it? Do you hear him? It's your most favorite person in the history of the world.
Hey!
Hey! Say hi.
Hi, Drew. Hi,
He ran away
Drew.
from Sesame Street Cooperation to come see you.
Hi, Drew. I like your shirt.
I'm at Drew's repping the Tigers. I'm repping the Hudco.
I like your shirt. Yeah. I know. I like that shirt.
All right, Mr. The Riot, are you watching the game or are you just listening?
We were at an ID camp over at LSU, a little soccer ID camp for Macy. But Houston and I have been watching. We've been watching the game on our phones. What happened? How'd they score 5 runs? What happened?
Hilliard walked a couple. They had a bloop to center, and then Kid hit then they hit one off the wall and left that scored 2, and then with 2 outs, Kid hit a 2-run homer.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, Hilliard got touched up in the second. They got Javen, and then he got out of it, and they got Javen Coleman warming.
Hey, newsflash, Dylan Cruz is really good.
Bro.
Hey, go like that.
Get out. Get out. That a boy.
What happened? Did we score again?
Bianca ripped one down the line. That's a 2-run double. We are tied. We are brand new How about that?
Bianca.
Hey, bro.
Bianca.
Bianca on an 0-2 pitch had him like, how do you throw him a letter high fastball on an 0-2 pitch?
Gotta be a mistake, Matthew.
Is that why you're at Central Connecticut State?
And that is why you're at Central Connecticut State.
No doubt, bro. Hey, we're talking a lot.
Yep.
A lot of the people in the chat are asking about Bianca as coach. What do you think about Bianca as a coach?
I love it. I think that'd be great.
Aw. See,
Gotta have him.
Do you love Bianca as a coach because he probably let you come in and talk to the hitters?
Yes, partly. And infielders.
Yeah.
Do
you love Bianca because we might get a picture of you on the wall in the baseball building?
They might put my picture back up, the one that got destroyed. I got to donate some money to get that one of them back up because it was expensive. Oh man. No, I mean, look, if depending on who the candidates are, right? I mean, I don't know, and I think none of us know. It's all. Well, then it's you go Bianca for sure. I mean,
you go for the guy that's gone to Omaha one time in 21 years over the guy that's won a national title and has been a half dozen times.
Well, he's got Mississippi State right next to him. I mean, it's a little bit deeper than that. Florida State stinks and Miami stinks, and Sully's the only game in town in Florida and gets whoever he wants. So I mean, I get it, but Florida's loaded. I mean, they get all the guys. They get them all.
Yeah, because Ole Miss hasn't had any talent come through over the last 21 years. Great point.
No, they've had talent. They've been good, but I'm saying they're splitting that talent with Mississippi State. You know, the program is.
Hey.
And some things have came up with old Sully that kind of bother me a little bit. It might be, Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, Wesley Randall said, "Do we move Morgan to the outfield? Could he be an outfielder?"
I mean, I don't know if we move him to the outfield, but he's going to play outfield at some point. Absolutely, I think so.
So he's athletic enough to be an outfield because he can't play anywhere else on the infield because he's a lefty.
Yeah, and I'm gonna break some news right now too.
Okay. Where did you go, by the way?
Somebody called me.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think he's a phenomenal first baseman.
Oh, really?
I don't.
That's not breaking news. That's just a hot take.
That's hot take. I think there's way too much movement around with his feet. He does all kind of stuff that he doesn't need to do. I think he does it because he's bored, because he can. But I mean, like,
So I'll tell you. Is this like what you're alluding to? For example, like he catches a lot of balls in foul territory. Like,
yeah, there's no need to do any of that. Like, just put your foot on the base and stretch and catch the ball. Like, he makes good throws look like they're bad throws a lot. And like, if I was an infielder, I would be pissed. I'd be like, dude, just catch the ball. Like, stop. And then the deal last night, and I know that happens, but on the pickoff play, I mean, that ball's got to be caught, and that kid's got to be tagged. I mean, the ball was right to him, and you try to get too quick with the tag and be a little fancy with it, and, ball goes out in the outfield. I would rather him in the outfield, personally.
So Tom Granick said he's an incredible first baseman. So Tom Granick is disagreeing with a former professional major league infielder on who's a good infielder. With respect, Tom, I'll probably go with Mr. The Riot on this. Now, Ryan, you also have to acknowledge, though, that Trey Morgan has probably saved 20 errors this year at first base.
I mean, like picking balls?
Yes.
What's your job at first base, though?
I get it, but not everybody at this level does it.
No, I know.
Who was that guy? Who was that guy last year?
You got to pick it.
I get it. You have to pick it. But who was that guy
last year?
You
got to pick it. Now, who played first last year?
Beloso played some first. Bianca
you
plays
mind-
first.
Mart with me?
Huh? What?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can't really hear you that good. You want to come to Mart so I can pick up my food?
Hell yeah, I want to go in there. Do you
I
say
can't hear you.
AM Mart?
What's going
I thought
on
it was AM Mart. Is it AM Mart?
Yeah.
AM Mart?
I always call it Amar.
You call it AM
Now I
Mart?
can hear you.
Is it like is it the American market? Hey, ask them if they got any good whiskey.
They do. They got good
Do
whiskey
they?
here.
Let me see what they got. Ask the guys got any allocation there, Terrio.
What does allocation mean?
You say, do you have any of your allocated whiskeys that aren't shelved? Or do you have any allocation here? Ask him that.
Hey, man, I'm picking up for Ryan. And do y'all have any allocation whiskey that's not shelved? She doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Well,
Allocated whiskey that's not shelved.
it's worth asking.
And, Copenhagen snuff, that'd be good. Thank you. Yep, that's it.
Oh my god.
No, it's okay. It's okay. They
Who,
got
Matt?
Jim Beam. They got Smirnoff. They
No.
got Tito's.
No, I thought they had a big old selection over there.
How
No?
much?
2144.
They got Southern Comfort.
No. Southern Comfort, by the way, is a Sazerac company product.
They got Taka. Oh, Knob Creek. That's a good one, isn't it?
Knott Creek is really good.
Maker's Mark. Oh, they got something up there in a bag.
Let me see what they got. Wait, hang on. Let me see. Show it to me up there.
Reserve. I'm gonna get a couple.
Oh, it's probably Jefferson's Reserve.
You know, these sandwiches come with 2 drinks, so I'm gonna make my drinks real quick. You cool with that?
Absolutely. You put that down. I'll talk to the people while we look at the ceiling of the Mart. Another hit there. It's another knock. Let's see. Where are we? Jude Sonier. Carla Cat, what's up?
Amazing to me.
What?
This makes spaghetti.
I know, crazy. E-Rock's over there doing some what's that called?
Spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squash. It's a good vegetable.
It's just amazing.
I know. It looks like spaghetti. It's a great spaghetti. Turn it. Turn it. Good one anyway. Tell E-Rock that her women is showing. What does that mean? Your women.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Trey, another hit. Cruz should bat.
All right.
Megan Hurst. Cruz should bat every bat. Hey Ryan, you missed. Ryan, you missed the conversation where Erica. I had to explain to her that there's a batting order, and that you have to go in order every time.
Yeah, that's the
Because-
rule.
Yeah, she doesn't understand. Like they should just let Dylan Cruz go up there every time, and why they can't put him up there when there's people on base. So I blew her mind explaining that.
You blew my mind.
We'll come over here and have this conversation with Ryan because I don't think he hear you.
No, it's fine.
I tell-
We'll talk about other stuff. No, I've already had this discussion.
But
Everybody
not
thinks
with
I'm
Ryan.
done.
No, not with Ryan yet.
I'm done with the conversation. It's not funny.
Erica, have you been living under a rock your whole life? You don't know that you have to go in order? What are we doing?
I know that other people kept up with it.
She
No,
didn't.
just for the moms to know when their kid was batting.
How is that fair, though? You can't just let what if the kid sucks and he never gets a chance?
Well, you should get better.
Hmm.
My thing was Dylan Cruz keeps hitting home runs when no one's on base. So I'm like, why does he keep going first? Let him go second or third, get some other people on base when they're on there and bring them in. It's like a
That's
closer.
why you don't hit him lead off.
That's why you don't hit him lead off.
It's like he's the closer. You know, you put the best person at the end of the track baton passing because you want him to close you out.
He's the final leg.
Yeah, with the baton.
Devin
Yep.
Kelly is the game on TV. Yes, it's SEC Network. Andrew said Cajun turkey, pepper jack, fully dressed. What did you get, Terry?
That's what I got, but I didn't go pepper jack. I went American.
Is Ontario in the car?
Yeah.
What's up, Hugh?
What's up?
What do you think about the Tigers, man?
I'm a little disappointed right now, but I think they're playing good.
Yeah, they suck. Huh. Well, I mean,
But it's okay.
it's not been a super good year. It is.
Hey, Houston,
Hey, Miss Erica.
miss you. I miss all those Terrio kids.
You miss
They're
those
the
Terrio
best kids ever.
They are good kids.
I mean,
The Terrio
gosh,
kids.
what did Ryan and Jonna do?
Ryan, what did you and Jonna do?
Well, we used the belt when we disciplined early. You know what I mean?
Erica, how about that?
No,
How about that, Erica?
I don't want to hear that.
Right. That's right.
Erica,
you know what?
My voice to Drew. That way, Mikhail.
He's special. You can't do that to a special needs kid. They don't.
But he understands.
No,
He
he doesn't.
understands your disposition. You know what I mean? Like if you're unhappy or something like that, he understands
I'm
that.
just saying, it's rare that you get 3 kids like those 3. Usually you got 1, maybe 2. But all 3 of them turned out just superb.
Our landline is ringing again.
That is so good. What is it? 1985? Grow up.
Yes.
Bro. She will not
Somebody
get rid
got a DeLorean out front.
Bro, she will not get rid of the landline. It's brutal. Like
The only person that uses it's her mom. Her mom calls. That's it, right?
that was Lauren who just called. And since we've been on, her mom did call. So you are right. It's only her mom and her sisters. But yes, her mom and her sisters call the landline. At virtual Zoom room. Corey White, what's up? Wesley Randall. Ooh, Ryan Dixon said, I thought you have to ID anyone under 5 feet tall for snuff.
Not funny.
That's not funny at all.
I was stupid. That was a bad one. Hey, if Bianca gets a job, I'll be taller than him too. Sully or Bianca.
That's true.
It was good.
Pageonomics says, I remember hearing Dylan Cruz is more comfortable in the leadoff spot. I don't know if that is accurate, but could be a deciding factor. Thoughts, Mr. The Riot?
I mean, I'm more comfortable sitting in the dugout with a towel around my neck drinking a Powerade than I am playing the game, but I'm more productive when I play the game, right? I mean, come on, dude. Here's what I'm going to say. Solo homers don't win games for you.
True.
3-run homers do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like him. No, he's got the skill set to hit lead off, and the dude flies, but
We've said it all year. He should be batting third.
yeah.
Richie, can Ryan get his uncle Chuck Norris to give the team a motivational speech?
Yeah. Or Johnny Bench, one of the two. Either one of my uncles. Either one of my famous uncles.
Johnny Bench is your uncle also? I haven't heard that story.
Well, he dated my mom's cousin, so I guess technically we're uncles.
Oh, geez. Jude Sonia said this lineup is perfect. I think Jude is trolling us with that. That this lineup is perfect.
Well,
we could do some Ask Ryan. People are throwing Ask Ryans out there. We could do that.
I'm gonna say what's perfect is this sandwich in my stomach. That's perfect.
Great. That is really good. A little jealous. Dylan, what are y'all gonna do about whiskey and wine this year? Hey Ryan, you want to be on whiskey and wine with me?
I'll do it.
Will you
How
really?
much you gonna pay me? How much you gonna pay me?
How much you need?
$1,000 a show.
Let's have that conversation with TJ Solis.
I mean, 3,000 a show.
He doesn't want to come up.
That is the
That was
problem.
too easy.
I know.
That is the problem.
That was too easy. God, I'm an idiot.
Ryan, I just got a call from our mutual scouting friend.
Did he have any good info for us?
I just missed his call. I'm gonna text him.
Holy crap. Call him back. He might have action. You've seen the score in the Florida game, by the way?
Yes.
Y'all want that guy? Ha!
How stupid that you would actually play into the people that are saying like they wouldn't want him because of that result. What if we did that after Skip lost 28-2 to Bama in '97? How about that? You want that guy? Ha!
You remember when Southern beat us at the box and dogpiled on our mound?
I do remember that actually.
And then they had the nerve to ask us for our bats because they needed some more bats.
Wait, after the game, they asked if they could have your bats.
Skip was like, "Ooh, go bring your bats to the boys. They need some more bats." I'm like, "What?" he's like, he goes, "Y'all aren't using them."
It's so good.
Yeah, that happened, dude.
Is you know what's weird? How you don't remember stuff from playing, but you remember all those Skip stories, which is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Hey, can you fix Milazzo? Because, boy, he's on the struggle bus, dude.
Yeah. Can I fix him? Yeah. It's hard in the middle of the season to make changes, but
See, this is your
honestly,
problem.
I would go get his eyes. I would go get his eyes checked. Truthfully,
Take him to the Williamson Eye Center.
no, I really would. And he may have already done that. I don't know, but I would, because the swings don't look bad. He's just missing them.
So like he just rolled over one, grounded out weakly to third. But it's like, so now you've got, because Milazzo is your table setter for Dylan Cruz when you flip the lineup. Now Dylan Cruz is up with 2 outs and nobody on. And he's, by the way, 2 for 2 with 2 solo homers. Do you think they
Would you walk him?
over the plate? Yeah, I'd walk him. Hell yeah, I'd walk him. And he just drilled one the opposite way. That's straightaway center.
They said?
No, he's out. Warning track fly. Crushed it though. All right.
Hey, do you go spicy Cajun crawtator?
I do like spicy Cajun crawtators. But you know what I kind of like better is just the regular old Zapp's potato chips, just the plain ones.
Me too.
Yeah. You want to do some Ask Ryans?
Yeah, sure.
Ask Ryan, did Houston have to help you in the truck? Oh, that's not funny. So, well, now they're doing the short check. All right. Ask Ryan, who's the new pitching coach?
I think it depends on who's hired. I mean, if it's Sullivan, he's going to be the pitching coach, right?
O'Sullivan. Sully. But yeah, he handles pitchers. Ask Ryan, what are you eating? It's from Ryan Dunn.
Spicy Cajun turkey from Amart, and then I got a little Zapp's Cajun crawtator chips with it.
Matthew Lusto asked Ryan if he would have hit Long Torso. The last night on the companion show, they were calling the kid from Gonzaga Long Torso.
I had a long talk this morning with a guy, I'm not going to mention his name, about last night's offensive performance.
Is he on the team?
No.
Okay.
2 things I would have done last night, after the first inning. Number 1, I'd have told the boys, or if I was hitting, we're not going to swing at the breaking ball ever until we get to 2 strikes. Then you can swing at it. Thing number 1. You can swing at the changeup and the fastball. That's fine. But do not swing at the curveball. It's so slow. You can see it out his hand. It's not going to fool you. And then thing number 2, certain guys, we're just going to hit the ball to right field. We're not going to pull the ball. Because there was a lot of swing and miss and a lot of weak contact on – everybody was out in front. That's an easy fix for that. I'm not saying I'd have mashed the dude, but I don't think I'd have had problems with him, I don't know.
Apparently, apparently the game plan was to go to right field against him, and nobody did that.
It didn't happen all night.
So, is that just the players not listening, or they just not capable of executing the game plan? Like the plan last night against that guy was stay back and go to right field, and
Wow.
nobody did it.
It didn't even look like they were trying. I'm gonna be honest with you. And that's not on Eddie Smith. That's on the players, by the way. I mean, you got to be able to execute. You got to be able to execute a freaking game plan. You know, we're not talking about the Broadmoor Buccaneers here. This is the LSU Tigers.
I don't know. The Broadmoor Buccaneers were pretty good back in the day, dude. I think those guys could execute a game plan.
Yeah, I think so too. What do I know? You can get your stuff.
Let's see. Matthias said, "Are you not allowed to do whiskey and wine with?"
Allowed to do what?
Matthias said, "Are you not allowed to do whiskey and wine with Jordy?" I think Matthias has been living under a rock since January. I mean, ask Ryan.
man.
What is Bianco's specialty?
He probably does a lot with the pitchers, if I had to guess. He was a catcher.
Catcher.
Yeah. Houston, did you get your stuff? Look where I am.
Where are you? Oh, you're at Traction. Traction Sports Performance.
Grind time, baby.
What you got going on over there, bro?
Time to grind. There,
Drew,
Matthew.
come tell Ryan bye. Drew, come tell Ryan bye. Come say.
Where's Drew going?
I thought you were going.
No, I'm good. We got to
Oh,
get
yeah.
loose. I got some time.
Okay, Ryan's hanging
Yeah,
out. You want to say hi to Ryan?
I got some time. We can't just jump right into it.
There's your most favorite person in the history of the whole wide world. Say hi.
Can you say?
Hi, Drew.
Hi. You gonna say let's do that again?
You say it. Hey, on Friday, after further review, the right we are.
He talks so quiet.
Hey,
on camera.
I know when he's on camera, like when he walks around the house, he's like,
Yelling at
"What? Wah."
He loves it.
Yeah,
after Friday.
he'll say like, "Guess who's back?" He'll do the whole thing.
That's your daddy.
Hey, Matt and
Hey,
Aaron,
good.
I may need to swing by the house this evening. If that's okay. Because I want to look at your pool deck.
Come
Can I
on.
do that?
Yeah. Ryan's coming by to look at the pool deck.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That means he's not.
That means he's not. Very right. Very good.
No.
Oh, you froze.
We're leaving like 6:30. Going back for 8.
You froze. Hey, you froze. There you go. You're back. You're back.
Back? Am I back?
I got you.
Hey, do you want to hit first, or do you want to do ground balls first? What do you want to do?
Let's take ground balls now since it's not raining.
Let's hit first, so I can stay on with Matt.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry, I shouldn't even have given you an option.
Dude, you don't have to stay on. You can go hit ground balls if you.
We're gonna do grounders in
A
a
little
little.
bit.
Okay.
We're gonna do some grounders.
All right. So when are you coming over?
Well, they're touring LSU's campus right now
Do it.
for their little break. All the soccer girls.
Oh, good.
Actually, it's a bunch of old girls. I feel kind of bad. She's the youngest one out there. She looks like, she's not the biggest girl. So
Is it Macy or Georgia?
Macy. Georgia can't play. She's broken.
What do you mean?
Georgia broke a bone in her hip
Oh no.
Oh my God! When?
about 3 weeks ago.
Bro.
She was kicking a ball and the muscle pulled part of the bone in her hip off. AV, avulsion fracture, or something like that.
Holy crap!
So she's down. She's down for
Who's she seeing?
Craig, the man.
Yeah. Wow.
Shout out Craig Green. You the man?
Greg Green at Brock.
Baton Rouge Orthopedic.
Man.
Yeah. She's okay. I mean, she's no surgery, but yeah.
Dude, this is so funny. Did you put that down? You're tossing BP? You're doing soft toss here?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see where I want to put this now. We're gonna do a little T work.
You got your AirPods in?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. So just set the phone up wherever then.
Yeah. Where you can see me?
Yeah, whatever. That's fine.
That good?
Yeah, it's fine. I can hear you. You can hear me.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Now it might sound like thunder because Houston's gaining some weight. He's getting strong in here. So if it's too loud, let me know.
No, you're good, bro. It just sounds like fly swatter. AirPods are good, man. Gives you good audio. Ask Ryan if he was 18-year-old recruit committing or coming out of high school, would he go to O'Sullivan or Bianco?
I think it's probably a push there. I mean, I think there's a few coaches in the country that guys go to play for. I think the guy at Vanderbilt. I think oh, good swing. I think the guy at Vandy, what's the dude at Louisville? What's his name?
Dan McDonald.
Yep. And then, but I think those two are probably a push. I mean, you're going to the school more than you're going for the coach. Mike Martin was that guy. Skip was that guy. The dude at Wichita State, was it Stevenson? He was that guy.
Yeah, Gene Stevenson.
Yeah. Golly, what's his name at Arizona State years ago? Pat, is it Pat something? Pat McCrotch.
Erica thought that was hilarious.
Was that him?
It's so stupid.
There you go. Those two are a wash, though.
Ask Ryan, how are umpire and crews for regionals determined?
I don't know. You know that.
Hey, Carlos Correa is watching.
You know that? There you go. Good swing. I don't know. How are they determined?
I don't know. Probably a grading system. It's like a reward to get to go to regionals. Ask Ryan, can he give Iraq phone book for her landline after he's done using it as a booster seat?
That's all right. Hey, when you get up, don't just fall. Like gather with that backside and then let it go. There you go. All right, but don't get up there and then that back knee kicks out. Just stay in it. Stay there, pushing that way. Don't go. You're going there and the back knee kicks out. Sorry, guys, that's priceless information. If y'all could have seen it, it'd have been $120 an hour what I charge. There you go.
Ask Ryan, would you swap Milazzo now?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, for the same reason why he's been playing all year. I just you can kind of know what you got at this point. I think defensively, he's a really good catcher. The pitchers like throwing to him, and just whatever you can get, you hope you can get it. I mean, I watched the other guy last night when he came in. I mean, it's a big difference, man. And that's not trying to be rude about the other dude, but it just is. I mean, he's a really good catcher. Alex is.
Why don't people understand that? Like, I mean, I get it. Offensively, there's nothing there right now.
Yep.
But like, there's a reason you put a premium on certain defensive positions. Like, I think you and I had this conversation once about great hitting catchers in Major League Baseball. It's like, I mean, It's like Molina.
Yeah, you know, Gary Sanchez can swing the bat. He's struggling right now.
Buster
Brian
Posey.
McCann back in the day. Buster's probably the best. Salvador Perez, the kid from Kansas City's really good. But I mean, they're just a dime a dozen. You can't. You're not going to get that guy.
But a dime a dozen means they're really common.
Oh, what does it mean when they're not common? What does that mean? Give me something.
They're unicorns.
Houston said diamond in the rough. That's not
No.
common.
A dime a dozen, you could get a dozen of them for a dime, 10 cents. Means they're really cheap.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're unicorns. You don't
Yeah.
see them very often.
Bingo.
Johnny Bench. But look, let me just say this though. Yachty stunk. I mean, could not hit at all for a long time. You know, it was like Milazzo, but he was so good behind the plate that they kept him in the lineup, and he eventually figured it out. Now he's a Hall of Fame catcher, maybe the greatest of all time. You can't teach the defensive side of it. I was pretty good, Hugh.
Kind of boy.
Yeah. There you go. You know what, Matt? We're trying to incorporate our legs a little bit in our swing, a little bit more. That's what I'm
Got to.
we're working on. Yeah. He just said he hit a homer. Look like a pop up to me, but what do I know?
Nada. David Rober said posterior chain. Pat Murphy, is that no? Pat Murphy's the softball coach at Alabama.
Murphy. Yeah, there was a Murphy. It might have been Murphy. Yeah, was he at ASU?
Um,
I think he was back in the day.
Ask Ryan, how long does it take till LSU's back playing for a title again?
2 years. Next year they're going to be really good. I don't think they're playing for a title. I'm thinking 2 years they're playing for a title. I do.
I still like Garrett Edwards, by the way.
Dude, I liked what's his name? I liked the other kid last night that came in, the freshman at the end. Oh gosh. Who pitched the last inning? Not Vittmeyer, right before Vittmeyer.
Hasty.
No. After him, the righty.
Was it Fowler?
I don't know who it was, but a righty came in, pitched an inning, and I liked him. He was a little inconsistent, struck out the first two guys. Then he struggled, walked a few dudes, but he had really good stuff. He's a freshman. I think he's going to be good. They're going to be good, man. 2 years, watch. 2 years they're playing for a title.
I think I checked that. Oh no, it wasn't. No, it was Ty Floyd. It was after Vitt. That's what threw me off. He was after Vittmeyer.
Ty Floyd. Yeah, he's a guy.
No,
I like
think
him.
Ty Floyd's going to be the Friday guy next year.
Yeah, I like him.
I think Ty Floyd, Javen Coleman, and then will be your 1-2. And I think Edwards, Helmers, the boy, maybe Blake Money, if he can develop some secondary stuff. One of those guys will be the number 3. I guess they could always bring in a JUCO arm. Yeah, it's 5-5. Top 6. Edwards is pitching well.
Tell me what you think here, Matt. Or Matty boy, Matty Ice.
Yeah. Oh, you
How's that
switched.
look?
Wait. I was on a YouTube. Some delayed. All right, let's see. Big leg kick, huh?
Huge leg kick guy now. Huge leg kick guy.
He's a big leg kick guy, and I like the hold on the follow through as well. Taking the hand off the bat and the hold and the follow through. Who's he mimicking there?
I don't know. We were just
letting go. Oh, there he held. See, he held on to it that time.
I like two hands. I like the two-handed finish personally, but he gets through the ball better when he finishes with one hand. So
let me see the one-handed finish again.
Do one-hand finish.
Let's see it. There it is.
You like that?
That's you know what that is? You know what I'm thinking? That's Mark McGuire, bro.
Said you look like Mark McGuire.
The
Minus
big leg-
7 inches and 120 pounds.
The big leg kick and the one-handed finish. That's what it is. That's what that swing is. That's Mark McGuire. Circa
So we try to
1998.
do a little.
So
We try
tell
to
you
do a
to
little.
start taking some steroids.
Yeah, we try to do a little Buster Posey type deal. So they say, notice the angle of his bat, how it's like down like that.
Yeah,
That's how
Yep.
Buster starts, and then Buster has a giant leg kick,
yeah.
and so that's what I've
Buster
always
finished
kind of.
with one hand or two.
It doesn't matter, both, either or.
Merrick Mathern, what position does Houston play?
Houston is good swing, dude. He's primarily a catcher, but he can play infield as well. So we've just recently this summer decided we grind in the infield and see if we can add that to the repertoire.
I like
So
it. I like it.
yeah, but I'd say catcher right now.
Ask Ryan. Considering they stare at pitches the whole time they're on defense, why aren't offensively potent catchers more common?
Because they're squatting in their legs for 9 innings, which is hitting is your lower body is super important when you hit. And these guys are just exhausted. And then mentally, hitting is 90% mental. I mean, you got to be guess right. You got to be thinking with the pitcher, and catchers are, most catchers that are calling their own games are just tired. I mean, they're mentally tired, physically as well as mentally. So it's a much more demanding position than any other spot on the field other than pitcher. It's why pitchers can't hit either. Other than Otani, whatever it is. It's the guy from, yeah.
Someone else here mentioned about the possibility of Marceau and Fontenot coming back, and that's just not going to happen.
You need the lights. No, that's not coming back. They're not coming back. Absolutely not.
I think it's worth reminding people at this point, because I know not everybody really pays attention to the draft and how the baseball draft works. Basically, you have each team has a total salary pool that they could spend on the draft picks. And then every pick is slotted. So there's a value associated with every pick in the draft. And sometimes guys will sign for over slot, but teams still have to be within their total pool of money. And you lose your leverage if you go back to school for your senior year. Like, for example, I'll tell you this was because Kramer told it to us on air. Kramer's slot. So Kramer came back to school for his senior year. Went, I believe, in round 3. Does that sound right, Ryan? Do you remember?
3rd round. Yep.
3 or 4. The slot value for Kramer, where he was taken, was somewhere around 650, and he got half of that.
Yeah.
Because the team knew that he didn't have an option. He couldn't turn it down and go back to school. And if he wanted to play, they had his draft rights. And so they took that extra $300K and gave it to another player in order to sign it. So I guess the point is, the underclassmen that are draft eligible, they go because even if they come back and improve, they lose all their leverage in negotiating. And so they're gonna, even if they improve their draft stats, they're probably gonna lose money coming back. So that's why.
Yeah, you got to go. You have to go. Absolutely.
So Marceau, Fontenot, what do you think about the Giacomo? Now, if you're a guy who's who's a borderline, like I'll give you an example, Blake Dean. Blake Dean came back and played his senior year because he had to prove he could play a position. He was a DH. So he came back and Maneri told him, okay, you can play in the outfield. So I think he played left, maybe. I don't remember if he played left or right. I actually don't remember. But he came back and improved his stock. I think went in 10th round or something like that. But wasn't.
DiGiacomo is going to go because I don't see a spot in the outfield for DiGiacomo next year. I mean, I think Dylan Cruz plays center. I think Pearson from West Monroe, a freshman coming in next year, is going to play left. And I think Drost or Sanford play right field next year.
You think they're both back next year? Dross and Sanford?
If I was one of them, I mean, I don't know. One of them probably should should bounce, but I don't know if they will. You know, they may both come back.
Yeah. What's up, Craig Lydecker? The pitching BP is fantastic. How about that? People are enjoying seeing you pitch BP.
Yeah.
Little ground out there. No bueno. We're bottom 6 here. 2 outs. Tigers not having a lot of success offensively.
Is that guy still pitching the lefty?
No.
No?
The new guy in.
You sure you can see? No, I can't see.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
can
asking. Okay.
Kyle Guy said Ryan needs to put the camera up so we can see the BP cuts.
Okay. I mean, I can do that. I'll
Nutty
whenever we're
Moss. Ask
picking
Ryan.
up some balls.
Is Houston a family name, or how did you come up with it? That's his dad's name too.
No, it's not a family name. We were in Jackson, Tennessee when Houston was born. I was in AA. And I wanted to name him Jackson or Jack. One of my teammates had a son like 3 months before Houston was born. And so I thought I'd be a nerd if I named him the same name. So we went on the loudspeaker, Jana and I, at the stadium, and we just said a bunch of names over the loudspeaker, and Houston sounded the best.
That's classic.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna drink a Dr. Juice.
Houston Ryan, that's what we went with.
Houston Ryan. Is that after
Houston
Nolan
Ryan.
Ryan? Ryan, like
Yeah.
because of Nolan Ryan?
Yeah, because of Nolan Ryan.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because you're a baseball guy and all.
I was named after Nolan Ryan.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
I think I knew that. That's why I said that. I think you told
And
me.
then my dad wanted to name me Rock, but my mom wouldn't let him.
Why Rock?
And
Newt Rockney?
I don't know. It's kind of awesome, I think. And get in your stance, Houston. Is that right?
Check me out, Mr. The Right.
Yeah, there we go.
And
Mary said no.
Mary said no, huh?
Said no to that. She said, "No, sir, Randy. You are not naming him Rock, Randy. It's not
Look at-
happening."
Look at this box score. 570, 570. All right, here we go. Let's get the cuts. Let's see.
He didn't like that one. A little bit late.
Okay, full feeds tomorrow night.
Got it. Yeah. Got it.
A good one. A good one.
Ask Ryan, who makes more money in the bigs, a great hitter or a great pitcher?
Probably a great pitcher. I don't know. Who's the highest paid guy in the major leagues?
Trout?
Mookie Betts? No.
Trout got surpassed?
Tatis? Trout? That's all hitters.
I mean, Trout got 450.
Did he?
Yeah.
Trout makes 400. He has a contract for 450 million.
Trout's deal was 450.
Holy crap. Great hitters.
Lindor just got a big deal too.
And he's hitting like
Lindor
110.
Let's here you go. Here you go. Trout got 12 years for 430. Betts got 12 years for 365. Lindor got 10 for 341. Tatis got 14 for 340. Harper got 13 for 330. Stanton got 13 for 325. And then Garrett Cole, 9 for 324. So the first pitcher on there is Cole. He's with the 7th highest contract. And then it's Machado. This is all times. There's A-Rod's deal. Then Nolan Arenado, 8 years, 260. Dude, A-Rod's got 2 of the top 11 contracts ever.
Hey, Darren.
He got his $252 million deal he got with the Rangers. Then his 10-year deal with the Yankees was for $275.
No, he's just buying NBA franchises.
Jesus.
Ooh, that was a good swing. Boy, Hugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cool.
2 in a row. All right, 2 more and catch your breath.
Yeah, catch
Let's
your
do
breath.
1 more. 1 more. All right, that's good. Take a break. Yeah, you gotta take a break, bro. You can't just keep whacking.
I know. You can't just keep whacking. You gotta take a breather. If you just whack all day, then you're gonna get tired.
If you keep whacking it all day long, your form gets bad, and when your form starts to break down, that's when things get hurt. You know what I mean?
You start spraying everywhere. You start
You
spraying
do.
everywhere.
Dude, man. I mean, you run the risk of hurting yourself too if you have bad form when you're whacking. You know,
You put an eye out. Put somebody's eye out.
you could put your own eye out. I mean, I don't know.
Imagine if you don't know how to handle the stick properly.
I'm all about taking a break when you're whacking.
Got to.
Yep.
Got to.
I like to prolong the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're just breathing too heavy, you know? Gotta catch your breath a little bit. What has this turned into? This has turned into the Riot Radio Hour.
Just tune in on Fridays. Not anymore though. We've been pretty good recently.
That's true.
We've been good recently.
Ever since they fired Jerry Sullivan.
I know. That sucks.
You just haven't had as much content.
We need him back. Hey, what about this new offensive line coach? Is he any good?
Yeah, man.
He is. Homer.
Really good technical line coach. Dude, he went to, do you remember him? He was at Bel Air when you were at Broadmoor. He finished Bel Air in 98.
We're the same age.
Yeah, he's 41.
Turn the lights on. No, I don't remember him.
Yeah, he was a guy, bro. So Bel Air was in our district back then. But he was a guy. He went to Oklahoma. He signed with Bob Stoops at Oklahoma, like Stoops' first year.
I remember Tommy Hess. I remember Brian Hess.
Yeah.
I remember Josh Teakle from Bel Air. And then Mark Carroll, Coach Carroll from Bel Air. And that's it. Oh, and Dale and Don Barrow from Bel Air. Shout out McKinley Panthers, the baseball coaches over at McKinley.
Wait, the Twins?
Yeah, bro. Absolutely.
Bro, so that explains. So I met Don Barrow when he was working with Mweldy Moore, and that's who you left off from Bel Air. Is the greatest ever from Bel Air.
And Mweldy, that's right. I forgot about Mweldy.
Dude, Mweldy is the best player ever came through Bel Air.
Love Mweldy.
Dude, he had a rough go against us, man, in 98 or 99, man. He was all they had, obviously, and he was a stud. Yeah. We were a pretty technically sound team. But anyway, that explains it. So I met Don. Some event with Mweldy several years back, but dude, Mweldy was a stud, man. Mweldy Moore, actually, believe it or not, Mweldy Moore has a record. Actually, I think Mweldy Moore and D'Angelo Williams from Memphis are the only two players in NCAA history to have like 4,000 yards rushing. Here it is. Here it is. You ready? You ready for this?
I'm ready for it. Give it to me.
Mweldy Moore, one of only two players in NCAA history to rush for 4,000 yards and have 2,000 receiving yards in a career. Darren Nelson from Stanford is the only other one. Incredible.
Jeez.
11th in NCAA Division I history in all-purpose yards. Crazy. Dude,
Pretty
Garrett
good.
Edwards is dealing, by the way, right now.
It's crazy talk. That's crazy talk. All right, 3 more, yo. Houston, did you say a curse word on TV, Houston? You better watch yourself.
It's not TV,
There we go.
Say whatever you want.
All right. All right, we're going to do some grounders. I'm going to call you back in a little bit. Cool?
No, you're not, but that's cool. Thanks for hanging out.
I'm going to call you back.
Hey, Eric,
Man.
what time are you coming by?
Oh, because we're leaving, so.
No, because we're going to
Oh.
dinner at some point.
Oh, I'll call you. I promise you. I'm going to
Yeah.
call you back after we finish grounders.
All right, bro. See
You're
you.
the man. See ya.
All right, man. Later. That is Mr. The Riot, who's hanging out with us. All right. Now it's back to just me. I don't know. I don't really have anything to say. Where are we going, by the way? Did you say? Huh? Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, I like that place. Let's go, it's fun.
I want somebody to wear like workout clothes, bring me a dress.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good spot. Good
Wait
food.
for Drew, like I'm gonna have to wait long, you know.
That's Kenny Carr's place. Well, I think Kenny's not the owner of it
he's
anymore.
selling
Yeah,
it.
he's not the owner anymore. Or maybe his brother runs it, or his son. Maybe I think his son runs it now. Yeah, let's get some runs. Anybody need a roof? Let me know if you need a roof. Lenny Moss, do you need a roof? Or Lenny Moss, do any of your wife's clients need roofs? We would love for HUDCO to be the preferred vendor. Randall Albrecht, who wins this game, Matt? Judging by the bullpen, I'm gonna go with the Tigers, man. And there's a knock for Jordan Thompson. All right, let's turn this thing over, bro. Thompson, Milazzo, then Dylan Cruz. So you'll at least, unless if Milazzo rolls over another one and rolls into a double play, you'll have at least a guy on. I hate to say this because y'all know I'm the never bunt guy. I would bunt Milazzo. Like, he's been an automatic out. At least get Thompson to second base and stay out of the double play. If you're not going to bunt, hit and run. And he's bunting. And he can't get the bunt now. That's crazy. The other thing I hate that they do is they wait to square. We know you're bunting. Square now. It's gross. I'd still leave the bunt on. I'd still bunt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Struck out bunting. And by the way, that's why you never bunt. I strayed. You see what happened? I strayed from my ethos for one at bat, and you see what happens? Brown Bear 765. Matt, can you look at my roof in Portsmouth, Virginia? I'll send our partner Sam Hay up there. I'll tell him to start driving right now. Come check on you. Yeah, that is better than a double play. At least you still got your runner on for Dylan Cruz. Unbelievable. Actually, it's completely believable and totally predictable too. Chris Ploche, E-Rock. Cruz is up with a guy on.
Good, finally, they did it right.
They did it right.
Right now?
Yes, Sam. That's why the coach is out talking to the pitcher. They're talking about how they're going to approach him.
I bet they walked him on purpose.
Well, the challenge if you walk him is now you got your 2 and 3 hole hitters coming up with 2 guys on a runner in scoring position. So base hit, and you got the lead back. So I don't know that you can put him on. You just got to be careful with him. I think they're just going to pitch around him.
That wasn't a walk or a run or bat. What?
That was a strike.
Yeah, ball.
Ball, correct. It was not a ball. That was a strike. It was still a questionable call. He expanded the zone on a strike. Stephen Miller, what's up, dude? Thank you. Ken, this is why can't LSU bunt. Stephen, why can't LSU hit outside pitches to the opposite field? Hey, Stephen. So I had a conversation. Hey, bud. You want to come sit on Daddy's lap and say hi to everybody? No. No, okay. Basically, get through. That's why getting.
No, we didn't.
That's why advancing the runner would have been nice. But anyway, and no, Maneri wasn't going to call a hit and run with Dylan Cruz up. Basically, LSU spent 2 days in Oregon practicing going to right field, and nobody did it in the game. Like, the young crap on Eddie Smith all you want. I'm not saying he's a great hitting coach. I'm just telling you, he ain't a lot of groceries in the kitchen for him to work with. That's brutal. It all comes down to Trey Morgan. Shoot, man, I take it. Trey Morgan up. Runner in scoring position. Some crappy righty from Central Connecticut State. Poke one down the left field line, bro. Go inside out. Nope, doing inside. Wow. Steven, that's exactly right. They basically got into the game and decided we're just going to basically try to dead pull everything over the fence. But you can hear Chris Giak. Yeah! You can hear him. By the way, if everyone who's watching right now who has not yet hit the thumbs up, that would be a huge help. 162 watching. If you could hit the thumbs up on, and if you're on mobile, X out of the chat, hit the thumbs up, and then hit live chat again, you'll see the chat right back. That would just be a huge help to let YouTube know that you like this, and helps the algorithm and all this stuff. Right, 2-2. Dude, wind is blowing straight out. Holy crap. Holy crap. Come on, Trey. The payoff pitch. Runners will be moving. Get down. Get down. Go on. I feel you, Paul. I feel you, Paul.
Yeah.
Scooby, so they won't let you do whiskey and wine with Jordy. I thought that was independent of 145. Nope. That is guaranteed media owned. So if whiskey and wine continues, I do it with somebody else. Don't know who. Explored the idea of doing it with Roe. Like Roe coming on last year was not an intentional thing. I mean, the first week, he just asked what I was doing for the game. I was like, well, I'm going to do this thing at Don Juan. He's like, man, I'll stop by. I was like, yeah, come on, man. And he did. And then, came by a few other games. So maybe Roe, I mean, really don't know. Let's see, James, Lou, any chance Kane stays? No, the staff will be gone. Wesley Randall bunt would have worked that inning. But that's the point, Wesley. You don't always get the bunt down. And if you did have a runner on second, there's no guarantee they would have pitched Dylan Cruz the same way. That's why you never bunt. Sidney Bonnet. If Milazzo gets the bunt down, we score. If Milazzo gets the bunt down, you're assuming they pitched Dylan Cruz the same way, which is not the case. Rivers Breedlove Row is amazing on whiskey and wine. Okay. Otter on whiskey and wine. See, Jimmy usually on Saturday heads up to Magnolia Bluff because he does his football Sunday show from Magnolia Bluff. So he's usually gone. Randall Alfrecht. Mike D is the best segment of the week. I love Mike D. Dude, I wish everybody watching right now had the opportunity to just sit, drink a beer, and shoot the bull with Mike D. He's awesome. Like, level of deep connections, stories, personality. I love Mike. One of my favorite people in the world. Dave Thomas, how's the brew? It was good. That was a something from Parish Brewing. Parish does some good stuff. I'm not like a huge craft beer guy. I can't tell you like I know a bunch about craft beer or anything, but Parish, I like Ghost in the Machine. That was a good one that I just had. Dr. something or other, Dr. Juice or Dr. I don't know. Or Garrett Edwards. Cruising, bro. Doing awesome. What worries me at this point is if you don't score here in the bottom of the eighth, it's hard to imagine them scratching anything across in the ninth with the bottom of the order coming up. I really don't want this game to go to extras. So I feel like you got to do it now. I mean, you got 4, 5, 6 coming up. Devin Kelly, you have to keep whiskey and wine going. It can't end. But is it the same without Jordy? I mean, and Brian, the thing is, it was Jordy's show. Like, you know, the 2017 season, that opener against BYU, Jordy and T-Bob that morning did a remote from New Orleans. Remember, that game was supposed to be in Houston, but they had the flooding from Harvey. So the game got moved to the Superdome. And Jordy and T-Bob did a remote that morning from New Orleans. And I think they were going to do the show, but T-Bob stayed in New Orleans and was going out or something. So Jordy called me. He's like, hey, do you want to do like a Facebook Live after the game? I was like, all right. And we did, and people watched, and then it was like, do it again. And it became what it became. I mean, it's incredible. Like, I don't know who asked me about it this time, but like, I mean, this is not an exaggeration. Literally, every single day, somebody asks me about whiskey and wine or like what's going to happen to it. Literally every day. Facebook, YouTube, someone sends me a message, Twitter. Like, somebody asks me every day what's going to happen to whiskey and wine. It's crazy, dude. I mean, we built a little thing with that, man. It had its following, no doubt, man. Has, I guess, but I mean, if it's, let's say it's me and Roe, like, would people still watch? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would assume Jordy's going to do something on his channel, right? I mean, why wouldn't he? So do you split the audience? No, I don't know. Whiskey and Wine is my favorite local show. Sucks it can't continue the way it was. Andrew P. called something else. No, I mean, call it what it is. Call it the same name. But then again, the wine, you know, Jordy was the one drinking wine, so that's gone, you know. New show, bourbon and beer. Jordy needs to nut up and drink beer. Problem solved. Nah, I just can't do it. I mean, it's, you know. It's like, it's uncomfortable to say it like that, but it's, I mean, Jordy is a competitor now, right? So it's like, I mean, I understand it from guarantee standpoint. Like, there's no way that they would allow me to do that with him, even independent, because I mean, he's a competitor. So I get it. It does suck though. Edwards, man. I cannot believe Oregon does not have a radar gun at their field. It's crazy. Oh, that's cool. Awesomeness Maximus. I usually watch the next morning, so I'd watch if both of you did a show. That's cool. That's good to know. That's really good feedback. I appreciate that. Because you know it's funny you say that, because like I would never listen to Hannah Griff live, obviously doing Whiskey and Wine, but I would always on Sunday morning go back and listen to Charlie's postgame show. So that's a good point. I can always do it that way. Chad Valentine. See, Chad said, "What did Jordy do?" Like, no, I wanted to dispel that. Like, he didn't do anything. Like, it wasn't there's no scandal. There's nothing there's like as legitimate as I could tell you. Like, there's no scandal. There's nothing like it wasn't a thing that happened. Like, it was nothing like that. It was nothing like that. It was just like all of our contracts were up for renewal, and there were conversations about changes and whatever, and some people didn't like a certain thing. It's just business decisions, man. Business decisions get made. There's no other way to say it, It's not my place to say it any other way. Always felt better after watching Whiskey and Wine, especially after a loss. It was like Matt was speaking to my soul. People just liked hearing me curse. That's what it was. It's so funny. Like when people hear me curse, they're like, "I didn't know you curse." I'm like, Erica's laughing. Is that what? Because people only know from hearing me on radio, and I can't. It's terrestrial radio. Like, you can't curse. But mostly what I get is like this profound respect at like how I'm able to do 3 hours of radio without cursing when people hear me do stuff like that. I just don't care. Cursing doesn't bother me. Never has. Don't care. Get him. Got him. That a boy. And that is why Alex Milazzo is still playing, despite hitting like 150. Let's see. Andrew, I'd watch you and Roe break down the game. Cool. It's true. It's got nothing to do with Hudco. Get a wig and a stash. Wife and I are buying our first house. Need some small roof repairs. Help a lawyer follow her out. Give me a call, Kyle. Kyle, like, you can email me, matt@hudcoroofing.com. I'll get you set up, matt@hudcoroofing.com. Is Hanny retiring or moving on to something else? He took a job with a company called Match Point. They're going to be doing, it's a name, image, and likeness company that will pair businesses and student athletes. So like, student athlete can go create an account, or anybody really. I mean, you can go create an account. at match point, and when they get businesses into their queue looking for certain things, they'll match the business and the student athlete to where you can make money. Nolan Kane, any chance of keeping him? Nope. Kyle Gaio, they fire Scone, BR will riot. If they fire me, I'll be good. I'll do something else. I'll do more companion shows. I will just do, I'll do a 24-hour live stream is what I'll do. I'll do the Truman Show. I'll do the Truman Show, basically.
Can't walk around my house.
We'll call it the Scone Show, and I'll just be on here all the time. Get through. Dang it. One pitch, one out. Sucks. Sucks. Too bad you're not in Colorado. You could do weed and wine. Maybe pretty soon here we could do that. I think they're legalizing marijuana in Louisiana. Whiskey and wine after Troy was classic. It's always better after losses. Post-game show always is better after losses. My first whiskey and wine was after the 7:02 game. Oh, Jesus. That was crazy. Where does Milazzo rank defensively among SEC catchers? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I've seen every catcher in the SEC because they didn't play against LSU this year. I probably didn't see much of them. That a boy? Go the other way. Amazing. Amazing what happens when you're patient. You sit back and you go the other way. Ooh, 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 ooh.
It's okay. It's okay.
LSU's going to lose this game.
Donald special delivery.
They either lose it here or they win it in the 10th. Because the bottom of the order ain't doing nothing.
What inning is it?
They're going to the 9th. The bottom of the order is not scoring in the 9th.
Donald special.
Danny Braywick, what's Ask E-Rock, feeling sick and congested. Tips?
Oh, yes.
She has tips. Let's see, Scooby Musa may be the wild card for Whiskey and Wine 2.0. No, that's not going to happen. Nothing against Moose. It's just like for that show to work, like there's just a certain like personality. I mean, you see the show, like that's just not his personality.
So your guy needs to go to Lucy's and get some olive leaf. Olive leaf,
They can't hear you right there.
just tell them what I'm saying.
Just come sit right there.
Venting in beds.
Olive leaf. Let's see. I'm sure the gum's trying to abuse the new NIL crap. It's not crap. It's awesome. And it's no different than anything that's happening already. It just legitimizes everything. So I'm fine with it. And by the way, Daryl, it's nothing LSU isn't doing either. It's always hilarious when fans of a certain program think that everybody else is cheating except their team. Does HUDCO service Thibodeau? Absolutely, Ray. Would love to come down, give you a free roof inspection. Or if you've already had that inspection and you have your insurance paperwork, come do that replacement for you. We'd love to do it. Tim, what makes Whiskey and Wine great is the hosts have as much passion as the fans. As long as the passion is there, we'll be there. Very cool. Thanks, man. Scone alone? I don't think so, man. I mean, I guess it could, but it's better when you got somebody else. Sorry, I'll hang on a second. Texting. This is coaching related stuff.
Or you got that cup?
Yeah. Trey. All right. I do want to say I appreciate your effort to be transparent and honest with your audience. Sure. Hey, man, that's why it works. I mean, there are a lot of coaches and admins that don't like me, but I don't care because obviously my obligation is to them as my audience. So. Danny, do you have any desire to be national or do you like local? What do you think, Erod?
You can be national, but live local.
There's your answer. Except national guys don't really live in Baton Rouge.
You said they can do that.
Yeah, I can do that. All right, here we go. To the bottom of the ninth. Drama. Danny.
Guy is
You don't like the Giacomo's hair?
absurd.
You don't like his hair?
I mean, really?
You don't like his hair?
No.
So Danny, so here's the thing, like at 38 years old, the way advancement happens in traditional media is you advance market size. So like I wouldn't go from Baton Rouge to ESPN, right? I would go from Baton Rouge to like Houston, and then from Houston to maybe a network if the opportunity were there, right? Or like from Baton Rouge to Atlanta, and Atlanta like this East New York, LA, or New York, DC, somewhere East Coast, right? Then you get your opportunity. And I just don't really feel like starting from the bottom somewhere else. Like, and then on top of that, like, let's say I left here and I went to Atlanta. What I want to talk about the Hawks and the Falcons and the Braves.
No.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs.
Not super interested in that. So I get to talk about teams that I actually care about. You know, my family's here, Erica's family's here, all of Drew's doctors and nurses and stuff are here.
Therapists.
So, therapists, all that stuff.
You gave his magnesium earlier. You gave his magnesium earlier.
Yes, I get both.
In the baby packet.
First pitch swinging, bro. Can we work a count? Like, can we work a count? I mean, can we make this guy sweat a little bit? Jesus. Brutal. So it all comes down to Jordan Thompson and Alex Malazzo. First pitch swinging. Stunning. Another first pitch. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, he's going to go too. Yeah.
Look at you, being all negative.
It goes down in the record books as a double, but I tell you, Doug.
He scored?
No, I mean, he hit an awful first pitch swinging pop up that these idiots couldn't catch. It landed amid all three of them. Morons. That's why they're at Central Connecticut State. What? All right, Alex Malazzo. Here's Malazzo's chance to be the hero. Here he comes. Alex Malazzo, hero. And you have to let him hit because he's your catcher. And if you're going to extras, are you going to? You can't pull your catcher. Well, let's see. Who do they have? Beloso? Did he tell him to go to right field? He's telling him to hit behind the line. Go to right field.
No. Sudden, make it up. There's smaller deals.
Let's go. And Cruz is gonna get a shot either way. Erica is making up words, by the way.
What are you looking at?
Hey, look, someone took a pitch. That's fun.
Yeah.
No, Michael, you're not going to bunt. There's no reason to bunt here. You got to run her in scoring position. Hit the right. He went the other way. All right, Dylan Cruz. No, they're going to walk Dylan Cruz. They're definitely walking Dylan Cruz. All right, so it's going to come down to
His mommy's so good. She's so funny.
Dugas. They got Dugas in the 2-hole, right?
Why are we
They,
booing? Why are we booing?
because they walk Dylan Cruz
I think that should be illegal,
to walk people.
just to intentionally walk them.
Got it.
Now, that's absurd.
Your objection is noted. That's
Is that
Doty.
people
That's
feel
what's
that way?
Doty. Absolutely.
Baby bump. Yankee Doodle.
Yankee Doodle? Yankee Doodle, I should walk something like Doodle. Did you find this one in French too? Spanish? You want me to make a version of this one? Okay, ready?
Come on, Cade. Ugh. Come on, Cade. Here, come on. I mean, it's bottom 9, 2 outs, second, third. I mean, this is the game.
Okay, what am I doing?
Well, I mean, you're singing in gibberish.
Well, you're not to.
He'll live without it for a minute. Got a mode 2. Ask E-Rock, can we just let Dylan Cruz bat again? I just need a hit. Got to be a hole on the right side. He's trying to annihilate the baseball, and all he needs to do is just get into the outfield. Like, just drop one over the second baseman's head. Come on. I went the other way.
Ah. You got extra innings?
Not the pig. Yes, I go to extra innings.
Quando va, girando va, le sole sole considerando va, donde la escuela, usando buses, siento se ve, las mamás dan de buses, siempre ve, la más en la escuela. Ja, schau mal, Gatto e la terra si scema, Gatto e la terra si scema. Donde cocina tu le madre, y mona y madre. Cinco. The mom.
Did you say huevos y cocina?
Yeah, I just like saying any Spanish word I know.
I don't think, but
Yes, next. Yes. He thinks I know all these Spanish words. He loves watching them. Mommy started.
Andrew Brister, LMAO, what is she singing?
Drew likes nursery rhymes in Spanish.
Drew is what? Here comes Fontenot.
Okay. I bet our food's almost over.
She is making up words.
In other languages. Almost 126. You still got some time.
Kyle Guy, my 3-year-old heard E-Rock singing Baby Bum playing, came running over like Usain Bolt, grabbed my phone.
Come again.
Man, this game should be over. Joe M. Definitely not a cherry job, but how do you look at him and see a coach who improves players at any level? He's supposed to have talent at LSU. I don't know what you're asking there. Doesn't make sense.
Does that make you laugh when you hear those songs in other languages?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Because everybody can recognize the song.
More fun, no?
You okay? You're okay. To you. Spin again, right? Back. Forward. 3. Oh, 2. 1. About 10 minutes left.
Sorry, I'm texting coach stuff.
I'm home.
It's amazing how that's a never ending thing. I think most people don't even realize. I know most people don't realize.
Oh,
Labus will have to pitch a complete game if we pull it out today. Yeah, he'd have to go deep. But look, I mean, everybody who pitched yesterday could still come back. Because remember, like, if you don't win, the season's over. So you're not so much worried about burning guys for next week. I mean, you run guys that have to pitch.
oh.
And we've seen Fontenot in postseason extend. I mean, you know, the greatest outing of his career was the Florida State outing a couple years ago.
Please say you. I love you.
What you drinking? Water?
Pizza. Professor. Bien. Again.
Good boy.
Wow.
Fontenot.
I don't say, go Tigers.
Money.
Yeah.
Amy, our hitting coach, couldn't teach me to hit my way out of a wet paper bag. Yeah,
I'll get
I
one
don't.
paper bag references.
You don't get those references? Because wet paper bags tear easily. Anyway, again, I'm not telling you that that Eddie Smith is a great hitting coach, and I'm not suggesting that, but there's a lot of what's going on here that's on the players. I'm not saying exclusively, but like, I mean, we talked about it a bit earlier for those that missed it. I mean, basically their entire plan for 2 days in Eugene was working against preparing for Gonzaga, was going to right field against that kid. And nobody did it in the game. Everybody was trying to hit homers, and just that's why you saw a million pop-ups. It was like the coaches can tell you what to do. They can give you a plan. Either you listen to it and execute it or you don't, and they didn't. Rusty said it all. Rufino's tonight. Good for you, man. That's awesome. It's my spot. They even put a picture of me and Eric on the wall at Rufino's. Right, babe?
That's right.
There's water in my cup, solid form surrounded by McKellen 12. Good for you. I'm not a Scotch guy, but I'm legitimately drinking water. Scott is about Jimmy's and Joe's. That's on coaches for sure. Listen, they have a legit issue with who they target in recruiting. There's no doubt. But that wasn't the point that she was making, or that he was making, about Eddie Smith not being able to coach, teach him to hit out of a wet paper bag. They're talking about his ability to coach, which I think that's not as cut and dried. Damn it. This guy's bringing heat from the left side, bro. They don't fear the coaching staff. If Skip said to do something, the players did it. I mean, kind of, Kyle. But here's the gigantic difference. Like, most people don't want to acknowledge this, but this is true. God, dog it, Trey. Like, Skip coached 20 years ago, man. Like, the game has so fundamentally changed. That's like saying, well, Bear Bryant used to make kids run until they puke. It's just not the same. It's just different. Like, a lot of guys that show up on college campuses now, especially elite guys, are trying to get to the next level. For all of them, it's not about winning in college. It's about showing out, improving their stats, hitting homers so they get drafted. So that's tough. You know, that's why you have to have a mix of super talented guys like Dylan Cruz. You got to have team-oriented guys that can be your leaders. The biggest problem this team has, in my opinion, is the veterans who should be the leaders on this team haven't played well. So, like, I mean, you know, when Cade Beloso's been in and out of the lineup, like, he's an emotional guy that you'd love to have in the lineup every day and be a dude that hit 320 and was the fiery guy, but he just hadn't played well enough this year, and hadn't been in the lineup every day. When your best players are Cruz, Morgan, and Thompson, your best players are 3 freshmen. You know, it's hard to have leaders when your best players are true freshmen. Yeah, I'll take it. Get on base any way you can, bro. That's a guy who's had a great year relative to whatever expectation it might have been. So paying everybody is the answer, right? Jesus, what does that mean, Daryl? What are you talking about? Should have got a live chicken. Ross Singletary, what's up? Derek, you got any good songs you want to sing?
No, I just like to sing whatever Drew wants me to sing.
Got it. What time are we going? 6:30?
6:30.
It's 5:45.
Yeah, we're leaving in 30 minutes.
Oh, Lord.
You don't want to go there?
Yeah, no. Hope they end it right here.
I'm about to go just throw on some clothes and
just like spruce up my hair and makeup a little bit.
All right, Arnold, here we go.
Can you get Drew dressed?
Right now?
I mean, I'm not, no, I mean, I'm just wearing my cookout clothes. I'm not getting dressed right.
I guess I can go like this.
What?
I can go like this. Well, maybe I'll put on short sleeves. I'll put this on so I have my Hudco logo on my live stream. Anybody need a roof? Beloso pinch hitting for Arnold. They wouldn't pinch hit Beloso. They wouldn't go lefty. If he pinch hit, he would go get a righty, and really your only other righty would be Cranford. And they ain't gonna do that. Get down. Get down. Okay. Okay. Let's go.
I don't have any of this and stuff anymore,
Uh,
or like this or something.
Come on, Drew. Dude, Bianco could be the hero here, bro. You don't even need a homer, bro. You just need a base hit. You do not need a home run. You just need a base hit. Come on, Bianca. Matt's makeup is good. No need to spruce. Not only wear makeup on AFR. Oh, yeah, Cranford didn't make the trip. Good call. I just meant as far as righty bats, but yeah, good call.
What does P30 mean
Where do you see that?
at the bottom of the box?
Oh, that's how many pitches this guy has thrown. Come on, Bianca. Bro, he's gonna throw him inside, bro. Just pull one down the line. Let's go. Pull one down the line. Let's go home. Or go to play tomorrow. You know what I mean.
Go take a rest.
Pitched him inside. I like it, man. Take the throws your strike. Sure, you said Matt, where's my hat? It's right over there, actually. It's on the counter. Inside, brother. Pitching him inside, bro. Just turn on one. Come on.
Oh, the food will be over now. I'm trying to wait in here so I can get this food stopped.
This is it. Come on. Let's go. Just let one leak over the plate. Come on. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. How are you going to give him that pitch? Come on, Blue. Here's your pitch, bro. Got it! Yeah! Woo!
I'm happy that he's nervous.
Oh, is it foul? Oh my God, it was foul! Woo!
Ha ha, Daddy's laughing.
Oh. That was gonna strike out. Here comes your trash. Off speed. I threw it outside. Threw him off speed pitch. It was trash. Good on Drew for laying off of it. I thought he, oh God. That was a no doubter, bro. It's the crappy part about having one camera angle from behind the plate. Can't zoom or see anything.
Ha ha, baby.
Ha ha. Good AB by Bianca. Sack fly gets him home. Look at him. Paul's telling him. Just get it in the air. Just get the ball in the air to the outfield. This is over. Just get the ball in the air to the outfield, and this is over. Come on, Gio. Just get the ball in the air to the outfield. You're a collegiate hitter. Kind of. I will gladly watch this a-hole walk in the game-winning run. Suicide squeeze, get out of here. Well, you know this much. He ain't walking in the game-winning run. He's going to throw it over the plate and make him swing. So Gio's going to get a pitch to hit. You've just got to elevate this ball into the outfield. That's all there is to it. Just get it in the air to the outfield. You got Dugas on third, who's not exactly fleet of foot. You got a pinch runner, put him in. Put Safford in at third. The pinch run. I would actually. Just make sure you don't have to play at the plate.
Oh, 3, 2, 1. Good job, Drew.
Does he dare throw him an off-speed pitch at 2-1? What a failure. Had him 2-0. 2 weak swings. Bro, this one ain't gonna be close. This guy's gonna lose to the Gio strikes out. You do! Yeah! This little stool.
Here,
You
you guys
got
know.
the infield playing in. Hot damn! We live to play another day. Woo! Woo!
Drew's clapping.
Woo! It took 10 innings and 1,000,000 pitchers, but we managed to beat Central Connecticut State A&T Community College. Can you believe it, Drew? Blue Jean baby, LA lady. Seems was for the band. Pretty benefit of the infield in, bro. If they were a great pirate smile, marry the music man. Man, that was a Taylor ballerina. Must have seen her dancing in the sand. Looking on, she sings a song. Word she knows the tune she hum. How about? Hold me closer, tiny Drooby. Got the headlights on the highway. Leave me down in sheets of lemon. All right. What time tomorrow? 3 o'clock tomorrow. And then if they win, they play at 7. Blue Jean baby. We got to get ready. We're going to dinner. Who are we going to eat with dinner? Who are we going to see at dinner? We're going to see.
We'll go to restaurant.
We'll go to restaurant. Oh, look at Gio. Hey, look, Erica. Look.
Oh, God.
We'll see JJ, Uncle Jeff, Olivia, Sophia, Roro.
Just say yes.
Yes. All right. All right, guys. How about it? LSU wins, nails by Garrett Edwards. Huge 10th inning for Devin Fontenot. Gio comes up with the base knock. What an AB by Drew Bianco to get on. Oh, you heard Bianco. Thought I was saying. Blue Jean baby. Lady. Sings for the band. Pretty eye. Pirate smile. The man of music man. Ballerina. You must have seen her. All right, if everybody's still watching, dancing in sand. Please hit the thumbs up if you have not yet hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Okay, go run away. Somebody said 5 o'clock. Hang on. I don't think so. Let me check.
Maybe it's a time change thing. Aren't they 2 hours ahead?
They're 2 hours behind us. So here's the bracket. So tomorrow, Sunday's 3 o'clock. Unless this is. All times are local and subject to change. So it would be 5 o'clock. My bad. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Again?
I'm sorry.
And they play again tomorrow night? If they win?
So it is 5. And so it is, I'm sorry, I said 3, it's 5. It is 5 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock, but that would be 3 o'clock Pacific. So it's 5 o'clock Central. So then if they win, they would play at 9 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
How about that, E-Rock?
That's crazy.
Gonna be a long day tomorrow, E-Rock. Woo! 18 straight hours of companion shows tomorrow. Let's go. What do y'all think, man? Do y'all want to do I really got to go right now though, because we got to get ready for dinner. But do y'all want to do companion shows tomorrow for both games if they win? It would be 5 o'clock and then potentially right after 30 minutes after that. Just stay live. I'm going to test the limits of what.
Why don't you say you'll do the 9 o'clock show there?
What if they lose and the season's over?
Oh. Well,
think we just gotta be live, like the Truman Show.
I
Erica.
know, 24/7 live. I can't walk in
Let's
certain parts of the
go,
house.
let's go, let's go.
The only time I wanted to go outside today and I couldn't do
Why not?
stuff.
I can just turn that around.
Oh, okay.
Like, how easy would it be for me just to turn
Okay,
the
okay.
screen? Okay, I think we're done, y'all. Please hit. Everyone's like, yeah. Everyone's like, hell yeah, do it, do it, do it.
No.
Well, you know
They
what?
don't live
How about
here.
this? How about this? I'll do it if I'm gonna make y'all a deal. Here's the deal.
Peekaboo. I'm going to get dressed.
Here's the deal. I am posting the HUDCO roofing website in the comments. I need at least 5 people to go to the website and ask us to come do a roof inspection. And it's free. It's free. It is FREE free.
I don't want people unless they're serious, because then that waste y'all's time.
But maybe they'll, like, if your roof is 13, 15 years old, who knows?
Get those for
If you were
animals.
in the area where we had hail like about a month ago, like, yeah, it's like basically go outside, look up your roof. If your roof looks like SHIT compared to your neighbors,
Oh, why are you gonna spell that out? You say everything else. Oh, because it's Drew?
well, now I'm doing HUD. Now I feel like I'm doing a HUD code.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyway, if we get 5 roofing inspections, then what?
When you start yelling, you start yelling.
Good. I need you.
Okay.
5 roofing inspections.
See. Yeah, see, that's not
What?
good. That's not good.
That's
This is what
funny.
happens.
That's funny.
Like, he doesn't, like, this
Okay.
this is.
All right, we're done. Y'all have an awesome day. I'll see you tomorrow for 18 straight hours
No.
of Facebook Live Zooms.
18?
Or, well, like from 5 o'clock until we're done,
Till
like
the end.
1 a.m.
Okay.
midnight. From 5 to midnight, 7 straight hours. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you help me, please?
Huh?
We have 15 minutes. Can you help me
Help you with what?
get him dressed?
All right, see y'all later. Bye. See ya later. Peace. Like the page if you haven't done. Subscribe to the page and like the post if you haven't done it yet. Do it. Let's go. Let's go. I need numbers to boost. I need thumbs ups. All right.